Hello, welcome to your channel IKF. Today we are diving into the specs of newly launched FPV drone, that is Dji Avata 2, and later in the video we will hear the final thoughts of professionals about the pros and cons of Avata 2. Now here are some of the specs and details that are stated on the DJI website. Takeoff weight approximately 377 grams, max takeoff altitude 5000 meters, max flight time approximately 23 minutes, max flight distance that will be 13 kilometers. Internal storage is 46 GB, image sensor is 1 to the 1.3 inch, effective pixels 12 megapixels. Lens field of view is 155 degrees, aperture is 2.8, supported video format will be MP4, supported file system is extract, video transmission system 04, live view quality is 1080p at 30, 50, 60 and 100 fps, battery capacity 2150 mAh, weight of the battery is approximately 145 grams, standard voltage 14.76 volts, max charging voltage will be 17 volt, battery type lithium-ion, max operating time approximately 10 hours, and the software updates will be available until December 2026. Now let's hear the final thoughts of the professionals.
After 2 weeks with the Dji Avata 2, I can really say that I'm impressed, and it is an upgrade compared to the Avata first generation, and I will use it a lot. Camera is awesome, features are nice, and the battery lifetime is out of this world compared to other FPV drones of this size. You can feel that the DJI FPV has more power than the Avata 2, but this one on the other side has some prop guards, so I was able to fly closer to people, closer to gaps, and it's just protected so well. I can really recommend this drone if you want to fly FPV.
Time for the final thoughts. I do want to mention one thing that happened to us and that I have verified with somebody else as well. If you fly this drone in a dark environment without GPS, the aircraft will switch automatically in these conditions from full GPS into manual mode or acro mode without telling you. A bit concerning, could be fixed with software. We'll see if people complain about this, and we'll see if DJI actually responds. The goggles are much more comfortable to wear. It might be a personal thing. You might find them not as comfortable. I don't know. I've seen a lot of VR goggles review where people say, oh, this is not comfortable, and then I wear them and I'm like, this is not bad at all. It's also much quieter than the original. Tons of improvement as far as aerodynamics. I'm gonna say this is good. And then the dynamic range, I think, is also a big improvement on the camera in itself. I think this makes it quite easy, quite intuitive for people that have never flown before. If you've flown before and you hate this thing, which some in our office don't like it, but use this and then you have the traditional controller. I think this is great again for first responders. We do have to take a look at this thing that I just mentioned about flying in the dark, because this could be an issue for first responders that are flying in an attic or a place that's very restrictive.
If I had to sum up into three upgrades that are my favorite about the Avata 2, it'd be the camera, that's a massive improvement. It would be the flight time, being able to get much more out of one battery is definitely a nice change. And it'd be the fit of the goggles on your face, on the Goggles 3. Those three things right there for me are enough to make the jump to upgrade from the first Avata to the Avata 2.
This thing doesn't hold the position very nice. At the same time, it doesn't swivel all the way up. This is the max. I wish it would do like this. Also, this is nitpicky, but the goggles are not stable on my head. And if I have to be on a car, following another car, I don't see as good as with the old one. Also, the old goggles came with lens protectors. Not this one, but the stock one. This one don't come with anything, so when you put the battery like this, you have the battery grinding on the lenses. I hope DJI makes an update for the goggles too, to make them compatible with the Avata 2. And finally, let's talk about the good part. The DJI Avata 2 is definitely an improvement over the Avata 1, starting off from the camera, which is way better and arguably better than a GoPro. Now I don't have remorse of not having an action cam on it anymore. And if you're doing cinebook work, consider this one because it's super versatile. You can fly slow indoors, fast outdoors, slow outdoors. You can do a little bit of long range with a 3-inch, and the battery, if you go slow, lasts forever, like 22 minutes. It's improved over the one, but if you start pushing, it's mostly the same time you can be up in the air. And yeah, it's lighter, it's more silent, and the range is just crazy. The image transmission is perfect. Yeah, I like this drone a lot, and for work, I think it's a very, very compelling option.
I hope you liked today's video. Kindly like and subscribe. Thank you.